This will be one of the toughest courses to lecture on and even tougher to demonstrate. The subject of Hadoop and security is extremely broad, extremely complex, and extremely challenging. It is a true statement that Hadoop's original design principles did not make security a first principle. But it is a truer statement that Hadoop has made huge, and I mean huge, improvements in governance and security in the past few years. And even more improvements are coming. All of the major distros are pushing security improvements hard. All of them have made security-related acquisitions, and fairly consistently, all of them have contributed their improvements back into the open source for Hadoop. In my opinion, Hadoop is meeting or exceeding enterprise requirements for security, both regulatory and security assurance. In this course, we will discuss some amount of security policy and process, but I will focus on the strategy for planning, designing, and implementing security for a Hadoop cluster. I will also add a few topics about monitoring and alerting for security incidents. We're going to look at a number of different aspects of security for Hadoop. To help us, I'm introducing my own Hadoop security model. This will help us work through all the various software and functions we need to understand and a strategy for implementing security. Now, we all know that every architectural model needs 4 pillars, so here are my 4 pillars. My 4 pillars for Hadoop security are 1. Lock down the services. 2. Lock out non-privileged users. 3. Encrypt everything. And 4. Stand guard. This is my reworking of the traditional security model for authentication, authorization, audit, and compliance. The advantage of my model is this aligns more cleanly with our implementation strategies for Hadoop security. Let's talk about these individually. Regarding lockdown services, you need to establish a perimeter to guard and gatekeep access to the cluster. This is about authentication of users and services onto the Hadoop cluster. The standard technology deployed in this pillar are 1. Firewalls and IP tables, and 2. Kerberos. Regarding firewalls and IP tables, this is the management of our firewall and our IP tables for access to the Hadoop cluster. We'll lecture on the port numbers and demonstrate how to manage them in AWS. And then Kerberos. The Kerberos software from MIT is built to provide strong authentication for large collections of computers. It provides authentication for both users and services.